Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and as you can see in my very hands, I'm holding New Orleans rhythm and blues legend and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member Lloyd Price, with simply a great-looking 1958 concert poster that's also from just a beautiful time in his career. At this point, 3 of his next 4 singles would be his 3 biggest pop hits ever, so what great timing. And the poster actually hands you the other song, and that's Lawdy, Clawdy, which was his first big impactful single, which was a huge R&B hit, which I'll get to in just a moment. In fact, let's just, since this was a tour blank, and the top venue information is very simple and quick, it just says Eagle Hall at 281 Crown Street in New Haven, Connecticut, and then Saturday, September 27th. So that's it, knocks it out rather quickly. And then the tour blank portion starts, and just, I gotta get in closer for this. This is just such a sweet design. It's just beautiful, compelling graphics on this one. And it starts in the upper left there, as you can see, with In Person in the first of 3 spinning records on this poster. Now, obviously the spinning discs are just like everything on this poster. It just, it was sometimes used as a small design element, the spinning records, but obviously this particular design took that concept and blew it up and made a whole cool poster template, if you will, for the design of this concert poster. So let's see, and by the way, what's interesting too, as a former record collector myself, a lot of us are or were, the size of the record label inside these spinning discs, which is red, in proportion to the rest of the circle, the rest of the disc, it really talks 78 RPMs to me. And of course in 1958, hit singles were sold left, right, and center on 78. So I'm going to carry that forward and just assume those are, 78 RPMs. And then in the upper right of the red portion, that is, you can see on this poster, in the tour blank part, it says, creator of 1953 smash hit record, above Lawdy, Clawdy. And even that's highly unusual. You see old song titles on posters all the time, but to actually cite the year like that, 1953, is quite unusual. And matter of fact, here's the reason they should never do that, because they got the year wrong. Lawdy, Clawdy was big in 1952, not 53. But boy, I'll tell you, it's worth touting. Was it ever huge? It was #1 rhythm and blues for almost 2 months for Lloyd Price. And there's the song in that yellow spinning disc to really set it off from the 2 black ones. Lawdy, Clawdy, what a career maker for his. Black letters, yellow spinning disc, and the red record label. These elements just grab you. It's almost hard to put into words, hard to say why, they just really do. Then you've got that nice picture there of smiling Lloyd Price. That really looks good. And another puzzler there is Specialty Record Star, which just doesn't make a lick of sense to me. I mean, he was on Specialty in 1952 and 53 for Lawdy, Clawdy, but ever since he'd been on ABC Paramount Records. And I can't understand why they would put that line on there. Maybe even if it was reissues still coming out on Specialty or something. I mean, the fact that it says Star refers directly to the man, and the man had been on ABC Paramount for years, and that's the label that had all his upcoming huge hits, so I just don't get it. Then you've got the last of the 3 spinning discs, which is the big one. There's Lloyd Price in nice yellow lettering, and his orchestra below that. So I might have mentioned the EJ Warner Poster Manufacturing Company is the one who designed this, and it's not completely unique, this design, to just these Lloyd Price poster. This is kind of fun. The following year, in 1959, and I blogged this, they put out a Fats Domino poster, which is very similar. And I'll try to get the glare off it as best I can from this glossy photograph. But take a look at how close that is. And the one big difference, as far as I'm concerned, sure you can see it yourself, is the lack of yellow. With Fats, they decided to go with just black and red, and while it looks cool, it just doesn't quite, reach out and grab you by the neck like the extra yellow color does on the Lloyd Price. So, but it's a matter of taste. Perhaps the simplicity and the fewer colors appeals to some. Now, what's interesting too is if you look at the word orchestra in white script at the bottom of that Fats Domino poster, and I compared it very carefully to the word orchestra at the bottom of Lloyd Price, and it is exactly the same. So, at least in the case of this word, they just carried the film forward and used it on the next design for the next rock star, so that's pretty funny. So here we have the fall of 1958, and not long afterwards, in fact, his next single is September 27th, just the beginning of the fall. His next single was, well, you know, staggerly, no biggie, right? #1 pop in the nation for a full month. Boy, what a killer record that was. And then his next record was not so much pop, but top 5 rhythm and blues, Where Were You on Our Wedding Day? And then the next 2 singles after that, numbers 3 and 4 in this little string, were both national top 5 pop hits. If you know your old music, you know them well. Personality and I'm Gonna Get Married. So, this is a concert poster for Lloyd just before those 4 important records came out. Wouldn't it be nice to have a concert poster from just after they came out, you know, say 1960? Well, voila, look what I happen to have here. Oh my goodness, oh man. You know, there's a little misconception that by doing these poster blogs that all of these are in my collection. No, not at all. I have lots of really close friends for a long time that have great poster collections, and so I'm able to pull together the elements for, you know, for these video blogs, because everything is definitely real and genuine. There's no reproductions unless I hold up a photograph. So let's just say I have friends in the right places who are very generous and let me blog their collect. How else could I do it, right? 58, 60, what do you want? I got it right here. I pulled it out of my hat. But no, this is a 1960, as you can see, Lloyd Price concert poster. And it's a little less dynamic design, but it's yellow and black, and of course the white, from Murray Poster Printing Company. And spring 1960, as you can see at the top, it's actually from a roller rink in Rochester, New York. How unusual is that? And then in the yellow portion, he is billed as, how's this, the Star of Stars. Well, it's a pretty good compliment. And then you've got that nice large photo with a nice smile. And it does say in the song title portion, it says, the creator of, that's pretty nice, Personality, Stagger Lee, and Come Into My Heart, which I haven't mentioned yet. That was a #2 rhythm and blues record for Lloyd Price. And then, not to neglect the big one, the monster, the granddaddy of them all, in the oval down at the bottom where his name is given, sure enough, above his name, Lawdy, Miss Clawdy. That's right, the record he will always be remembered for the most. And, you know, covered by Elvis Presley and Little Richard, and I think the Beatles did it in the Let It Be movie and stuff, a snippet of it, you know, it was just one of those classics. But I like all of Lloyd's hits. He was the real deal. He was great, from New Orleans, Louisiana. Thanks a lot for dropping by today. Great to show these things to you, and we'll see you again for something soon. Have a good day or evening. Okay, bye-bye.